Have you ever felt like you're trying to manifest something and yet you're just pushing against the world? No matter what you do, it doesn't seem that you're making any headway. And you've got your vision board and your affirmations and you're doing the actions in your life, and yet that's it. Like, you're the only one moving. Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about a few things that you can consider to shift that energy and hopefully make things change for you, make things a little bit different. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Rachel Stravelli. I help plant seeds in your life to improve your creative expression and your self-love, and help you to embrace your whole self so that you can live a life that's more closely to your desires. I'm a writer and I publish videos here every week. So I have had multiple times in my life where I wanted to manifest something, and I was climbing up a mountain and getting nowhere. And here's one thing that I don't actually hear a lot of other people in the manifesting community talk about, but I think it's super essential to think about. And in a way, it's about facing reality. So I deeply and truly believe that anything that we do in manifesting is a co-creation. So I'm not the only creator in this. If I thought I was the only creator, then that would mean, what? I'm the creator of the whole universe. And while I believe that I'm a part of God and you are, we're all a part of spirit and the being, the intelligence that created the universe, you or I or my neighbor next door, none of us are solely that unto ourselves. Which means, as we're doing things in our lives, as we're co-creating, there is a play with the other elements of creation around us. It's something that we're doing together. And I have reached a point in my life where there is a way that I kind of test out, is something possible for me to manifest? Is there a creation that I really desire that is respectful for me to aim for? So for example, a few years ago, there was a local charter school that I really wanted my daughter to get into. They focus on playing outside and environmental education every day and for as many lessons as possible. And it was less than a 5-minute drive from our house. Technically, we could have walked or biked there if there was a direct path. And it fit with my values. I've been an environmental educator and advocate for years, and I love education, and I really wanted to support this school. However, because it's a charter school and they can't accept everyone, they do a lottery to get in. I had at least one friend who asked me, well, are you manifesting to make it happen for her? And I didn't elaborate with her, but what I felt when I checked in with myself and my sense of morality and ethics was, it wasn't appropriate for me to try and play with the energies of the situation or the universe, or to pray every day and meditate and have a vision board about her getting into this school. Because even though I'm her mother and am in charge of some of her experience managing that and facilitating it and nurturing it, I'm not in charge of all of it. I don't know all the ins and outs of what her soul needs and what her whole experience is going to be. And so I recognize that to be respectful was for me to just pray and meditate and affirm daily that whatever was going to be the best was going to happen. The highest for her was what was going to take place. And on a literal reality, rational, whatever you want to call it, standpoint, there is actually nothing I could have done beyond the application that we did, unless I had gotten a job at the school, because employees' children are guaranteed admittance into the school. But those are the only things I could have done. You can't buy your way in, you can't pick it, you can't volunteer your way in. It's the lottery or not. And so I let it be what it was. And when she didn't get in, I wasn't disappointed, because I realized I'm not the only one dictating this experience. I'm not the only one co-creating this. She's a participant in co-creating her experience, and I don't know what her life has planned for her. And so there are likely things that you have wanted that sometimes if we look at it, we think, well, is me desiring this going to impact someone else's free will or someone else's life experiences? And if it is, then it's really important for us to, what I would say, check ourselves and make sure that we aren't trying to energetically push an agenda that isn't being respectful to all parties involved. It doesn't matter if I'm a super manifester or whatever, and I'm pushing my way forward if I'm not honoring and respecting the free will and the life experiences of all of those around me. And so I believe it's really important. Also, if there's something that you've been really working on for a while and you notice it's not moving forward, and you don't feel, you have more feelings of frustration and anger and disappointment or sadness or whatever, negative emotions, we can just say broadly, about this thing that is not happening that you have been working towards, then what I encourage you to do is step back and see, is there a way that I'm pushing something that might not be in my highest interest? That might not be truly, authentically what is needed for my life and my soul's experience, my soul's growth, my soul's development. Because we cannot co-create something into existence by like forcing our agenda onto the world. And as much as we might really, really want something, we don't always know what our needs are from the highest and best perspective. And so I had a recent experience with some business and career issues where it wasn't going anywhere. And I got to the point where I thought, I'm not going to ignore the fact that I'm putting energy into something that's not moving how I think it's going to go. And so I need to pull back and reflect upon this situation and reflect and tune into, what does my soul want? What does my soul need? And what is the highest and best here? Because pushing forward is not good manifesting. Like doing your affirmations more, looking at your vision board more, writing your goals down more. When you're pushing to a point that it's not actually the direction that is for your soul's growth, then it's a lot of energy expended that is not for the best gain. And if you would like more clarification about this, feel free to comment below or message me if you have a unique situation where you're thinking, okay, Rachel, well, how about this? Like, this is what I'm dealing with. Give me your feedback. I would be more than happy to reflect on it with you and share my thoughts. If you like, every week I email out free, inspiring, sometimes it's a download that you can download and journal and doodle and spend some creative time connecting to your soul and fueling your spiritual growth. Sometimes it's gratitude pages. Right now, you instantly get 7 easy ways to lift your spirits with nature, and it's a super fun way to start looking around at your experience and tapping into what are the joys and delights that you could have. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. Click the notification bell, and I will see you soon. Bye.